Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Slim Nation 101s. You are here. Take this off. You are here with just one, and it's me, Slim, and inviting you to go here. Cut out some of that. Inviting you to join me here in my studio, my little studio, as I call it. Let me do one other thing here while you're holding on, and hopefully some other people will join us. And excuse this, but I'm trying to get some more lighting. Okay, how's that? That's a little better there. We got a little more lighting in here. And well, welcome everybody again to my little studio here. And it's a little area in my den that I call my little studio. I have my books behind me. I have, you know, pretty much everything I need. I have some screens here that when I go live with guests, I have these different screens so I can watch the different platforms and make sure everything is going well that we have here. So, thanks everybody for watching. Just wanted to come on here. This is Slim Nation 101s, as I say. It is part of my podcast. I don't have podcast in the name anymore, but it is a podcast when I do have guests on the show. So just wanted to come on here and just chat a little bit about my show and trying to build the show and going to dedicate more time. But you've heard me talk about this before, so I'm not going to get into details about what I'm trying to do here, but I'm trying to make sure I dedicate more time to building this platform, the Slim Nation One on Ones, which is my YouTube channel, and of course, I do another show, the Slim Nation One on Ones podcast. So we probably will be shutting that down for the summer. Um, hasn't haven't decided quite yet when that will be. If we will be broadcasting in June or we'll start to shut down in June. Last year, I think we started in July and was down for 2 months. And that doesn't mean we won't pop up with shows on the Slim Nation One on Ones, but we won't be doing a regular Monday morning show like we normally do during the year. Every year we take that time so our co-hosts can do other things. They have other things that they're involved in, and this year it gave me an opportunity to help build this channel. And so, and then during the summer, we try to figure out if any changes we want to do, any upgrades we want to do to the Portsmouth Coffee Talk to make that channel better, to attract more viewers or subscribers. That show has been on significantly longer, and we're not gaining a lot of traction. We get a lot of local people watching, but as far as our YouTube channel and subscribers, we kind of slowed down on that part. So we're trying to study and see what we need to do to pick that up, and in the meantime, do the same thing here on this channel. But sometimes I like to come on here and just talk to the people that might be listening and anybody that wants to chat with me. Uh, I hopefully, I hope that we can set up something, but that takes a lot. You have to have. I try to produce, but you have to have a separate producer, especially if you want to take actual calls, and you have to have a significantly longer show or commit to a longer show. And in order to commit to a longer show, longer than a half hour or an hour, you have to kind of be established where you have an audience. And not, I'm not quite there yet with the Slim Nation one on ones, but we're trying to get there. Uh, so far, like I always say, we had some great guests on here. And I encourage you to watch the last one we had with two ladies talking about their breast cancer experiences, called the Pink Connection, and the ladies were Shelley D. Dance and Beli- Belika Belika Sawyer, and both of them are realtors. So go on my YouTube channel and on the Slim Nation 101s and look up their video and watch that video. I think it's very telling. And as they mentioned toward the end, that some of the information they shared, they have never shared uh, in publicly before, maybe with some close friends. So it took a certain amount of bravery for them to come on and talk about something so personal to them. So take a look at that. And also, uh, a show I did with Shona Choke Swinson talked about her domestic abuse, uh, long time abuse. And she really, it was the first time she really talked in detail in public about her experiences, which was a long time experiences, trying to raise children at the same time, being in an abusive relationship and often trying to get away from it. So particularly check those 2 out and, let me know what you think about that, and, of course, the other videos I have up there, um, check those out. A lot of them of me talking, trying to promote the channel, and I'll take any advice that people have. I watch some of the YouTube, videos, and it's many of them, and, most of the people are saying the same. I'm trying to focus in on one that can really help me do the things I need to do to grow my channel. And I really want to do that because I want to share the information of the guests that I have on, especially the ones that uh, share such personal information that might help someone, one, two, three, 1,000 people. So we need to get those viewerships up for one thing. If you're watching, make sure you hit that view button and make sure you subscribe. Uh, it helps me on the YouTube channel. The more subscribers I have, I qualify for certain programs that they have that affords me the opportunity to stretch out and reach more people, which is my goal, to stretch out and reach more people. And it's not particularly all about me, it's about the guests that I have on. And that's why I like to have the one-on-ones. I like the the panel discussions we have. I think those are very intriguing over on Personal Coffee Talk, to have different people on at the same time with different views on today's topics, politics, or whatever we're dealing with, financial, uh, generational wealth. We've had people and we've had medical doctors come on, psychologists, and come on and talk about the human behavior. So, those are good for panel discussions, but the one on ones that I have here on the Slim Nation 101, and I don't have them as professing to be an expert or psychologist. No way. I think, you know, you need to have those people. And most of the people that come on have that kind of help, you know. But I think it's good just to have that general conversation with somebody. And I just happen to be here as a uh, facilitator or moderator or whatever you want to call me, host or producer, and just have the conversation with them. In no way trying to give advice or just talk about. A lot of times I can associate with them with my life experiences, and often things I've seen or people that I've talked to before. I'll add my 2 cents, but in no way trying to give advice, because I'm not qualified for that. I'm not a DEI, uh, social media person. I'm just a person that has the time to do this and has a platform to come to you and have interesting people. And I want you to let me know, if you want to be a part of the Slimation One-on-Ones uh, show and come on and have a conversation with me. It's not all about sharing personal information. It's about talking about what you're doing now, what you're doing in the community, what your job is. But it always starts with us getting to know you, getting to know the person. And sometimes we go all the way back to elementary school. So, so the people watching and uh, taking in the information that we are sharing also get to know that person and have a personal relationship by way of, of a visual that we present here, with that person. And sometimes you can understand them more, or you can understand the reason why they do what they do, especially if they're working out in the community or whatever kind of job they might be performing or whatever opinions they might have about certain things. If you know that a little bit about that person first, you might not agree with some of the things that they say or some of the opinions they might have, but that's healthy. That's healthy to disagree. Uh, like you hear all the time, to agree to be disagreeable. And so that's what the Slim Nation one-on-ones is all about. Just having those conversations with people and just having fun with it sometimes, and hopefully, whatever we do, whatever the conversation is that we have, it might be something that's either entertaining to someone or helpful, therapeutic, or whatever. And when I get into the therapeutic thing, no, I'm not saying we're trying to help you, as I keep bringing up. But sometimes I know uh, it's therapeutic sometimes to talk about some issues that you might be dealing with. But we always encourage you to seek that professional help, counseling. And when it comes down to medical things, make sure you visit your doctor and get make those appointments and keep them. And especially as we get older, we need to you find yourself going to the doctor more often, to keep up, especially if you've had some operations or something like that. You need to keep up with how those things are going. But anyway, that's what we all about, and I hope that we can bring some of you along with us to be a part of the Slim Nation. And I want to do more. It's probably as far as having membership of the Slim Nation. But I have to, as far as YouTube, I have to build that that viewership up. I have to build the subscribers up, and and I want to tell you too. You have to bear with me. You see a lot of people doing podcasts or doing have video YouTube channels that are coming from the world of professional journalism. And if you expect that kind of professionalism from me, it's not going to happen. I'm just a person that created a platform for me. And I guess you just have to put up with this is who I am. You know, yeah, you're going to get a few ahs in there, and I'm working on that, trying to cut down the ahs. But a lot of time, the ahs come with when when the conversation is spontaneous and I'm reacting to what my guests have said. I'll have notes, and often I get to the notes, and sometimes I don't because sometimes I respond to what a particular statement or comment that one of my guests had just said. So you'll get those sometime, and I hope it's uh, few and far between because people have told me a lot of uhs uh, are annoying, and I tend to agree with them because when I'm watching somebody, and if it's a after everything they say, it can be annoying. And I watch myself and seeing that I might I not might, I have too many "uhs" in there. So we're working on cutting that down, but, bear with me as far as that concerned because what I just told you, sometimes the ahs come with, uh, I just did it, directly related to something that my guest said that I have to address at the moment. And that's why I like to go live. And we're probably going to do some more, uh, as the do some more recorded. And most of the recorded when I go out on location, when I have time to go out on location. But when I'm in the studio, in my little studio, and I have guests virtually, and we're doing things, we're having a conversation, you know, we just let it flow like it is. We have a general idea of what we want to talk about, and then we just go with it. So please make sure you go to my channel, Slim Nation One on Ones, on YouTube, and check out some of the videos that are already there. And I look forward to your comments. And make sure you subscribe, and then become a follower of my platform here, and possibly be a guest on my platform here on the Slim Nation 101. And we just have conversations and talk about a lot of things. So I had to keep coming up and popping up and having these, and I don't want to go too much today past 15 minutes because then it gets kind of too long for the single conversation, not unless I'm talking about a specific subject. And I don't have that today. I just wanted to come on and particularly promote the Slim Nation channel on YouTube. And we're going to be concentrating a lot on the YouTube channel. Even though when I stream, I might stream to other platforms, but I really want to concentrate on YouTube and hopefully encourage people to watch the shows on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, because that helps me. It does a lot more for my channel if people watch our shows directly on YouTube as opposed to having it out there. I guess it's advantage to streaming on different platforms, but I know most people can pick up YouTube on their devices, because it is a free app or something you can go to and watch what you want to. So we'll see you next time, and thanks for watching, and thanks for the people who already have subscribed and the people who have viewed and made comments, during the past. But we have to get this channel moving. We have to get those subscribers up, and a lot of it's up to me and how I approach this thing. And I know I have to have a specific time when I come on, and just trying to pin that down has been the challenge for me. What days am I going to do it every time? And maybe I can get some advice from you out there. I'm thinking 8 o'clock, and I want to do it twice a week, 8 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings, 8 a.m., like the hat says, Slim Nation AM. So, and if I can get as many live people up at that time and available at that time to come on live at 8, when the shows are scheduled to be broadcast. And the people that can't, we'll just record it and uh, upload it to those times in the morning. So don't think if you can't, not available at 8 o'clock on Tuesdays or Thursday mornings, we'll work with you around your schedule, record it, and then might still do it live or record it and then upload it to those particular times, which I think is probably the best way to do it because that in that way everything is consistent. Slim Nation one on ones will be on, you know, The original live version will be on at 8 and on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. And thank you so much.